Hello, hello, hello. Hello, of course, we'd like to welcome you to today's edition of the program, Crime Watch Reloaded. Of course, what a way to say welcome to the year 2021. We have all actually been agitating, we have been very anxious and looking forward to making it to 2021. So we want to thank God for today's edition. We want to thank God for this very first edition, coming up this week and then this year. And I also want to particularly urge all our esteemed viewers all over the world to continue to believe in us. All we can assure you this year is that we'll be prompt in all our crime reports, and just to tell you that we'll be very factual, and then we'll dig deep, towards ensuring that the people, enjoy most of our reports. No, nothing good comes from crime. Therefore, most of the stories that will be coming from here might not be too palatable for you, and then you just have to be here. You just have to understand that it's crime program, and then anything you see here, please just try to understand. It's our first edition for the year 2021. The program is Crime Watch Reloaded. My name is Festus Alenkhe, your regular host. Of course, we have so much to kickstart the year, and then we have this story which has to do with some escapees from the not prison this time, not the correctional center this time. These suspects actually escaped from the police detention facility here in Benin City. We're going to have that story now because I'm aware that the Office of the Inspector General Police has since directed the relevant management team of the police here to go all out to feed them wherever they are. And then we have this other story too, which has to do with Uronibe. This one has to do with a 55-year-old man who was gruesomely murdered, and then the assailants returned back, having deposited his body in a morgue. They returned back and set the entire house on fire. When I say on fire, burnt it down completely. You're going to have that story due to the course of today's presentation. And for those who have been following us on this program, you will recall that we raised the alarm some years ago where we said that there are some street children, 7 years, 9 years, 6 years, who are now roaming. They sleep and wake up in the streets. They eat in the streets. They do everything in the streets. But now these young guys have graduated. They are now between the ages of 19, 21, and 22. Guess what? They have now become suspected hardened criminals. You're going to hear them talk to us in some of the criminal activities they've engaged in. You're going to have that today because of this presentation. A moment after that, we recall a story where a man who was supposed to be a helper now became an armed robber. How did it all happen? You're going to have that today in the course of today's presentation. My name is Festus Alenkhe. We'll take a short break right now. The program Crime Watch Reloaded. We'll be right back after this time out. The program is already here. Of course, it's Crime Watch Reloaded. We'd like to go straight now to the first story here we have today, which has to do with some escapees from the police detention facility here in the State Criminal Investigation Department office here in Benin City. Guess what happened on New Year morning at about 2:45 a.m.? 10 suspects escaped. People said, how did they escape? And then people are trying to describe the escapee guys to be like mysterious people because the cell was not broken. And then, is it that somebody went there and threw the gate wide open? I shouldn't be the one to say that now. But however, the Inspector General Police of this country, I'm talking of Adamu Mohammed, has since directed all the relevant police security team here to go all out and fish out these suspects who are now at large. And the message was delivered by the Assistant Inspector General of Police in charge of Zone 5. I'm talking of Shola David. Let's go over now to the State CID in Benin City. On the 1st of January 2021 at about 2:45 a.m., 10 suspects escaped from lawful custody from the cell of the State Criminal Investigation Department of the Edo State Police Command. The police thereafter rearrested 2 of the suspects. The escapees were profiled to be 1 murder suspect, 1 alleged cultist, 3 armed robbery suspects, while 2 others were detained for stealing. The Assistant Inspector General of Police, AIG Shola David, who visited the police detention facility with top management team of the Zone 5 Police Headquarters, expressed shock over the escape. AIG David said all those who were on duty when the incident happened must be sanctioned for negligence of duty. The AIG countered social media speculation that hundreds of suspects escaped, adding that out of the 10 escapees, 2 have been arrested.
But I want to reassure the people of Edo State that we are taking every measure possible to ensure that these suspects who are arrested, who escaped, are rearrested. I also want to use the opportunity to debunk that social media news that over hundreds of suspects escaped from the state CID. No, we have done a painstaking check and we found that 10 suspects escaped. However, that's 10 suspects to still many. I want to reassure the people of Edo State that all steps have been taken, and very soon these bad boys will be brought back to where they should be.
In the meantime, AIG Shola David has directed the police crack teams as well as that of the tactical and strike forces to ensure that the 8 suspects that escaped are arrested and prosecuted. All right, welcome back there. Of course, people have been calling in to find out what happened and then how did they escape. Of course, the investigative team will tell us how those suspects finally escaped from the police detention here in Benin City. We have a very big bang story. I like to describe this as a very sober one. It calls for solemnity, and then how do we describe this story? Somebody suspected a man to say that his own son is sick, and then he's saying that it was the man that eventually caused the sickness, and gave an order that if my son die, I will return back to you. And then eventually the son died following financial disagreement. A moment after that, the man was brought out, killed on the spot, openly killed. Not that they just do it and escape. They came, brandished guns and every other thing, allegedly killed the man, took the man's body and dumped it in a trench around, returned back and set the entire house on fire. Let's have that story now. Coming in from Uronibe, in your local government area of Edo State. The deceased, Enoragbon Imwentiya, was alleged to have been engaged in financial disagreement with one Festus Alenkhe Okala. It was revealed that the said Alenkhe Okala stood as surety to one Edo Utasowe who borrowed money from an association led by the deceased. The said Utasowe was unable to pay in full since 2017. Lately, the son of the guarantor took ill, a situation which moved the said guarantor to threaten the deceased on the 9th of December 2020 that if his son dies, he will retaliate. The deceased then wrote a petition to the Edo State Commissioner of Police for threats to life. Few days after, the said son died. The shorty, Festus Alenkhe Okala, now at large, was alleged to have led a group of thugs to the man's house, where he was brought out of his house and dragged on the floor after being tied in a moving car till the man died. The body was then dumped in a trench in Uronigbe. The hoodlums were alleged to have returned and set the entire house of the deceased on fire. The children of the deceased and his elder brother are now calling for justice for late Mr. Inoragbon Imwetiyan. They said their late father was killed in broad day, as all those who carried out the dastardly act were identified. They called on the police to arrest them and ensure that they are prosecuted.
Mr. Festus and his gang came to our house. They killed my father and burned down the house. So they even went away with the corpse till on the 31st of December. We were able to recover where they dumped in at a swamp in Ronigbe. So we are crying to the state government, the commissioner of police, and everybody concerned. They should come to our head. They should give us justice.
We need justice.
We are crying for justice.
I want justice. My father cannot die in vain. Please help us. Help us.
We need help from the federal government and the state government because of this thing happening. Because they're just killing the children are very young. There's nothing we have. So government will help us to look for them.
Contacted, the Edo State Police Relations Officer SP Chidi Wambuzo said the office of the Homicide Department of the Edo State Police Command is now investigating the incident. Right, welcome back there. Of course, the program is still Crime Watch Reloaded, and then so many questions have been asked now. How will the man now prove that it was the deceased that actually killed his own son? And then how was he killed? Is it that he was shot, or what happened? And number three, how was he taken from his house after he was killed and dumped in the trench? Because the man's body was recovered 4 or 5 days thereafter. So many things the police need to do. But I personally interacted with the office of the Homicide Department, where they assured us that something is being done. So I got to know that a lot of persons will be arrested. Trust us on this program. We owe you that responsibility of giving you an update, as far as that story is concerned. So let us not talk too much. All we want to see next is those who actually carried out that dastardly act. The program is still Crime Watch Reloaded. Don't forget that this way you get to have major update as far as crime and criminality situation is concerned in Edo State. For now, we are very much aware that Edo State government has since rolled out every necessary machinery towards ensuring that the people of this state sleep with their 2 eyes closed. And we're also very much aware that members of the vigilante group across the state have been empowered, and then they are now collaborating with the police and other security agencies in Edo State. So no cause for alarm. Edo State will remain peaceful. Our economy is gradually bouncing back. So everywhere will be good. You know what I'm talking about now. So let's go to the next story here, which has to do with 3 suspects that were arrested by men of the Edo State Police Command. Let us just give a little gist. For those who have been following us on this program, some years ago, we actually raised alarm that some of us are sitting on top of a keg of gunpowder that will explode any moment, and nobody listened to us. And what was it? We raised the alarm that we have some street children of 6 years, 7 years, 9 years, 11, some 14, 15, both boys and girls. Their parents have since abandoned them. They were giving birth to when they were in the secondary school, and now the parents have since remarried. Either the man says, I don't want any external child in this house, or the woman says, I don't want any external child in this house, and possibly their grandparents have died. And now these children are now in the streets, growing up, eating in the streets, doing everything, no school, no job to learn, and nothing is happening. Now the story now is this. These children have now graduated. They have now become hardened criminals. You can find them around Iyaro near the Waterboard. You can find them around the King Square near Orokota Hall in Benin. You can find these children even around MMA by Sokba Road Junction. And my investigation also took me straight to Benin Lagos Road, under the bridge, very close to Uniben. 11 p.m., 12 a.m. you find them sleeping, and they wake up there and return back to the streets. Now these children have graduated, and then police have since arrested them for alleged armed robbery. Let's have that now. You're going to hear true life confession. Let's have that story. The suspects were identified as Junior Ojo, Destiny Etu, and Itose Osayande. Police investigation revealed that the suspects belonged to a gang of suspected armed robbers that have been terrorizing Lagos streets, Urban Market Road, Abehe, Mission, and Wire Roads in Benin City. The suspects were also identified to be among those who have been terrorizing Edo College Road, Aragua, and Evieme streets, all in Benin City. The suspects usually attack those driving or walking through the King Square and environs in Benin City. They were said to have attacked some worshippers who were returning from the church around 7 p.m. Cash, mobile phones, and other personal items were collected from the victims. Police investigation revealed that the suspects, who take King Square as their home, have carried out series of armed robbery operations. They have, however, been on police wanted list. The 3 suspects were arrested along Mission Road in Benin City after one of their operations.
What's your name?
Junior.
Junior what?
Junior Ojo. Junior Ojo.
Ojo. Where are you from?
Isha.
Where for Isha?
Sabo.
Sabo. Sabo not be Isha.
No, it's setting out for there.
Sabo Gidara. Gidara na alright. For one.
Oh yeah. Oh.
How not to attack that person?
When I power, I see the work at the Golden Road. It is called for the good. Everybody jam me. I saw they jam me. Now it's not necessary everybody jam me. Fuck all the beg, man. All the beg. When it's not say, come not be in the fight this morning. Because say no, so no be in the fight. And I say, shit. Come say yes.
When I can't drag and go.
No, not drag on.
When I can't carry and go.
Then go to say no. I say no. That's okay. Maybe you put guidance for me.
When I can't carry and go, when I go the demand for ATM.
Now who they get the worker to go there? As the worker go there, come get where we reach. Well, I will keep us food now. God, now to know. Well, put money for you. Because now we come to the last time I be.
Which area for Ring Road?
Now I go say.
Lagos Street. Okay. Go on.
Now so like this now. Because they give a phone. Now say how much you want to pay the phone. You give us, you pay now. You know, be the phone. Someone say how much you want to pay.
That time you don't collect the phone.
They give us. So we know they collect.
That time you don't collect the guy phone.
Yes, that time you don't give us the phone.
Okay, then what can happen for ATM matter?
That was so they say we'll give the phone. I say we'll give the phone. Now how much you want to pay now? We like get the money want to pay now. Say you just not give us money on the phone and someone wants to sell now. But if you get the money, we want to pay now. We'll give her a phone. Like I say you not get cash or yeah. The money we deal with her. Say that no, has not be raw cash. Say the money this side your account. Now school fees money.
I just see the ATM.
Back of the phone. Back of the phone. Then the ATM dey. Now me go comot the pack. Then they cover the phone.
Why not they do such thing? What concern you concern now when you go there, attack people, they collect their food, they collect the thing. What concern you? No, what concern you for that kind of matter? People they work out, they go for Ring Road. They attack them. So maybe they bring ATM, collect their phone. What concern you concern the people? Why? Now what? Why? Which work you they do?
I'm a bus driver.
Bus driver?
Yes, sir.
Money not the bus driving?
If I don't get bus again, I don't collect my motors.
Then why you go there obtain people for Ring Road?
I don't collect my motors, but not my fault.
Where you they stay?
Na Ring Road.
Na Ring Road you they sleep?
Yes.
Where for Ring Road?
That car wash.
Car wash, where that one
For Mobi.
there?
Car wash for Mobi, for the go slow road.
Okay, now there you they sleep. Where are you from? Okay, you say Sabogdara. Okay. How they take at you?
Now, as far as the boy they talk now, the boy say money with the account now. Then I school fees money. Say you know if you took out for inside the money. So there's now bros come back and make the Lagos street. I call back and I say what's happening. I go to finance system what's happening. And before you know, so I first go look at the boy for commerce. So that's what go be theory.
So where the phone now?
Instantly, as the bros come instantly, so now we to go call the second one come. Now they give the boy a phone.
But say I dey give the boy a phone now. Come get one person make us work out jam us again for there. So now that one, I not come agree.
So as we dey talk now, they don't see that boy phone again.
No, they don't give the boy a phone. Now that they come before they even carry us come here.
Okay, now so they take catch you.
Yeah, before they even carry us come here, we just give the boy.
What's your name? What's your name?
Desmoteto.
Huh?
Desmoteto.
How na take do that obtain?
No, Baba said that day, this my friend, so I jam for ring road.
Where you dey sleep?
Now I can wash your Sidoko road.
For Ring Road too.
Where we pack our boys.
Since when you don dey stay there?
Now since almost 2 months now.
Where your father, where your mother, where your family?
My father, not my daughter, I lost my father. My mother did Delta States.
Where are you from?
I'm from Delta States, sir.
Where in Delta?
Agbaru.
Agbaru.
Yes, sir.
So na come they do this obtaining for Ring Road.
No, Baba, I said, I think since my parents see more true, I think true reach for the Bobby's place. Now one boy, his body to eat on. As one boy, his body to eat on. So they are two your body.
And now for inside crowd, now where people many they waka, they been use body each other.
They are two your body. Island. I never come know till they talk. Because me not stand with them. So as I got the talk. What is solid? They call it true. They go Lagos Street.
Okay, now so I take collect the phone.
Now so you have to have the dice.
Eh?
Yes, sir.
Who can they make una go they collect that kind of thing? They do obtain it for Ring Road. Why?
Well, I said, now devil work. I know so I said go.
Which work you they do?
But I said me not driver.
For Ring Road.
Yes, sir.
When you join court?
Now this 220, sir.
It's 220.
Yes, sir.
When for 220?
January, sir.
January.
Yes,
Who introduced you?
One bros like that.
Okay, you dey sleep Ring Road.
One bros or Ring Road.
You dey sleep Ring Road.
Yes, sir.
You go join court. After you join, they move you come for Ring Road.
No, sir.
You still sleep the Ring Road.
Yes, sir.
When you join court?
218.
Eh?
218.
218. Since that time you still dey Ring Road.
Yes.
They not feel they move you come for Ring Road. Eh?
No.
How na take the attack for Ring Road?
Daddy, if we go, say person knock us now. We got us if we go now, say person.
Everybody knock person.
We got tell us say come what they worry, you know they say. They call they do you like this now. They call they go you what you talk. Next one we see say the person now jabo. We got tell us say after 2 people, so kind people you call the cast here today. They call the fight to here. I make our part of the same come here. Call the observe people with the fight to here. Now look your phone gallery whether anything they use they go back give us the phone. As they give us the phone, we got to look the picture. We got to tell us say may deal with us.
May deal with now, salvation we may deal with.
As they may follow us.
May follow now.
If they follow us, they walk out, they go, they stroll, they go. From there, for reach one corner, we see the guy on the observe. Carry the phone around.
So I can't run with the phone. How many I don't collect like that for Ring Road?
Never collect me. Now that day now, I see all those boys, so we see me and they say God I go.
Okay, the day they catch you, so how many phones now collect?
That day, now 2.
Where the phones now?
Many 2 people carry around.
Yeah, those are don't carry around. We can phone.
Infinix Hot 8 and Airtel.
Infinix
Hot and Airtel.
Okay. Where you dey sleep to?
Me. Now when me get house, I dey go out. Sometimes now until they sleep for Ring Road, I dey go out.
Where you dey sleep Ring Road sometimes?
Yes.
Where for Ring Road?
Sometimes I sleep for that car wash. Sometimes I sleep.
Why you dey sleep Ring Road sleep anywhere? Why? Wetin happen?
Street now we dey.
Na street na dey. Why na dey street? Tell me the reason.
Sometimes if we do conductor, based on I dey follow some.
You no go school?
I reach SS2.
SS2. Why you can't drop? Eh? You reach SS2?
I not get papa again. That's it.
Not get papa again. Where papa dey?
The day when I small, my mama for the training.
But you reach SS2. Okay, you learn work.
I learn tailor.
You learn tailor. Why you not gonna continue? Where police for catch you?
On Lagos Street.
Come on, you not learn work.
I know work.
Which work?
I be Baba.
Be Baba. Why you not gonna continue with Baba?
I like getting into a poster.
Eh?
I like getting into a poster.
You go school at all?
No.
You not go. You finish primary school?
No.
You not enter primary 1?
No.
You not enter primary 1 at all?
I don't go to school at all.
You not go at all? How you confident they talk now at all? You not go school, you not even near primary one at all. Where Papa?
No, but I don't get back.
Where man?
No, I want to stay late at this moment. I see they creep.
Huh?
I said they creep. I want to stay late.
Okay, see they creep when they leave you. You go.
I learn work by myself.
Which work you learn?
I learn mechanic.
Mechanic. Why you not come to use and work?
Let me see. I'm here common for the store.
Yeah, you just come out.
Yes, sir.
You go school?
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
Which class you reach?
I reach GS3.
SS3 or GS3?
GS3.
GS3.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, why you not going to continue?
But I said now, because of that, bring grow money right and
Ring road money enter your eye.
bus driver.
Money dey ring road like that.
The bus driver.
Who introduced you to ring road style?
Sir?
Who introduced you to ring road? Who carry you enter ring road?
One bros like that. Not for the follow the stay.
Where the bros now?
My bus driver now be.
Where now?
Call the phone they took auto. Don't tell me I live down now. This day they stay. Hotel now they stay.
Now tell you they stay.
Now third night they bros they stay, but
Okay.
I know since then I call the phone and they stay again.
The Edo State Police for Relations Officer SP Chidi Wambuzo assured that the police will continue to make the state uncomfortable for criminals.
And for those that cannot repent and turn to God, we ask them to vacate the state, that the state is not a breeding ground for them to operate.
The police have again released control room numbers for those in distress to call. The numbers are 080 77 77 3721 or 080 37 64 62 72. So many questions now I want to ask, or rather we want to ask our viewers right now. Who is to blame? The parents, one. The society, two. Religious leaders, three. And then those in the education industry. Now, who are you going to blame? And finally, is it the government? So whose responsibility is it to really bring up these children? Don't forget what the Bible says, that train up a child so that when he grows, he will not depart from it. So you have to bring up your child in God's way so that when that child grows, he will not depart from that God's way. But now these children are just there, roaming, they sleep, they wake up in the streets, and then do so many things. The hardened ones now lured them into criminal activities at a tender age. Now they have also become hardened suspects. Sad one there. We just hope that one day all these things that we are experiencing now will come to an end. Our state must continue to remain peaceful. So we want to say thanks to the governor of Edo State for all he has been doing so far in ensuring that the people of this state sleep with their two eyes closed. Away from that now, we have this other story. This one has to do with a man who actually had some of his persons kidnapped, and then he was going to pay a ransom of 4 million naira. The commercial motorcyclist that eventually took him to deliver the ransom was now the one insisting in collecting the ransom from him. Moment after that, he was arrested. Let's have that story quickly. The suspect, Obina Unwigbo, is a commercial motorcyclist who operates at the Benin Auchi Road end of the bypass. Some persons who were going for a church program some days ago were kidnapped at the Benin bypass. After negotiation, the families agreed to pay the sum of 4 million naira as ransom. The total cash was then given to a family member to deliver to the said kidnappers in the bush close to Ute village near Benin City. The man who was assigned to deliver the ransom then entered a commercial motorcycle under the bridge at the Aho bypass to the forest area for the sum of 5,000 naira. The commercial motorcycle rider, who later spotted that the bag the man was carrying had so much cash, decided to stop midway in the forest and increased his fare to 200,000 naira, which was paid to him. Again, as the journey to deliver the ransom continued in the forest, the suspect then stopped again and insisted to be given the sum of 500,000 naira, which was still given to him. Later, he threatened the man that it is now 1 million naira or the man will be in trouble. Out of fear of attack, the man gave him the sum of 1 million naira cash. The man, who has been sensing danger, suddenly heard the suspect and screamed for help. Some hunters and vigilante members in the area quickly came to his rescue. The suspect was immediately apprehended and handed over to the police. Upon a search, a total sum of 1 million naira was recovered from him. The suspect narrates his level of involvement.
What's your name?
My name is
Obina what?
Mwebo.
Where are you from?
From Imo State, sir.
Where do you stay?
From Benin?
Yes.
Okay, Cry Choosing.
Is that where you live?
Yes.
You
Cry
live in...
Choosing.
Huh?
Cry Choosing.
Is that where you live?
Yes, yeah, I'm living with my children.
Okay, that road there.
Yes. After you stop for that Cry Choosing.
Agbo Road.
Agbo Road, yes, sir.
Okay, that's where you rent.
Yes, sir.
Okay. This matter that happened, how did it happen?
Okay, sir. I'm a bike man. Actually, for God, I didn't know the man before. The man came to under the bridge. It's a cab man.
Under the bridge at Agbo Road?
No, at Auchi bypass.
Auchi bypass.
With a cab man. They meet the front of, on top of a head bridge.
Yes.
Now the man came. The driver himself came. Asked me, say, whether I know whether they're calling Uti. I say, yes. They say, how much? I say, 500. It's okay. Then the driver go tell the man. Say, the man, this man know the place. Now the man came out with a bag. But as I look inside the bag, I see something like money from inside. I close my mouth. I carry the man, go to
the place.
On our way going, whether I know the place, I say yes, it's okay. So I go answer this call now. I said, I can't answer. The man say, who am I talking to? It's okay. See my fair answer so that those people will direct us where we are going. That's okay. Now I can't answer the call. He said, I carry the man come Muti. I said, we are from Muti. They say from NNPC. If I don't reach NNPC, I should stop. Then they will call us back. On our way going, from
that time you don't already observe say money day inside.
Me no, I never observe say money day inside. Okay. The man don't carry that's a bag of bag. That's Kala must go. Yes. Bag of bag. Yes. So then as we reaching Aho, all those people can't call us back again. Say, we no come Uti. So we go Aho Road. I say Say, Oga, you never tell me what did happen, no? So that man know the direction I'm going. The man say, man, they go. I saw it happen. Now I can't carry the man, they go. Enter inside Aho. They go inside Senula Aho. Now I call the man, beg. Can you explain for me who are those people calling you? Say, he will tell me truth. Say, 4 of a member for church. Say, be Cry Choosing member for church. They came in from Lagos. Then, kidnapper attacked them on the road. They are demanding ransom of 4 million naira. At that time, I know say na money that the man carry from there. He say, see this bag when I carry for here, it's money. I say, how much? He say, 4 million. I say, Jesus. I said, now 4 million naira, I want to go give all those people. He said, yes. I said, how many people? He said, 2. I mean 4. I said, so why you not tell me for that part when I carry you? So that man know whether I go fit do the job, I go fit do the work for you, I know if fit do. He saying the fear. So okay, now, you don't see how the job be now. It's because to do this job for you is an risky given to me.
Okay, how much you can't tell me pay?
Okay. I said, please, you go give me 500,000 to carry you go for the place. He say no. He say go give me 200. I said, okay, I know if you collect 200. Now the man come give me 500. As he give me the 500, I can't look inside the bag, can't see
more money.
I can't tell him, I said, okay, so my money from there is 1 million naira.
Go increase that to 1 million?
Yes, sir. That is why the 1 million involved from the job.
So which of the money you can't arrange for inside your body now?
No, it's that money where the man give me. That 1 million naira.
Okay, the man can't make 1 million now.
Yes, sir.
How you can't arrange that 1 million?
No, you know, say
sure as no see.
Now sweater I wear.
Yes.
I collect the as he give me that my sweater is big.
Yes.
Now I pull them.
You can't arrange that. How many now 500 or 1,000?
Now 1,000 naira not.
Okay.
As we are coming, for my own mind though, I not think anything evil from there. I mean to say the man use your mind.
For that 1 million, so.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
For that 1 million we give you so.
Yes, sir.
For 1,000.
Yes, sir.
How many bond will come be?
As they give me the money, me no count am.
Okay.
I just put am for my.
You can just arrange am.
Yes, sir.
Okay. As you still carry am finally to the spot.
Yes.
What can happen for road?
Yes, that as we are coming, you know, say there's village. We pass village. Now you can see some crowd of people. You can shake my bike. Now we come for. Now me and we are talking.
How the man can't take just on you give you that kind of money?
As I tell and say, Oga, if you want me to carry you come off from here for him before you give me the money.
You see?
I will put eye for him before you give me the money.
Okay, you sort of like threatening the man.
Yes. Then I still carry him for bike. For my own.
Okay, now as they can't catch you.
Okay. Me can't carry the man. As we read that bush, we can't call them. Say they can't see tell us say no be there. Some will come Ute, some will no go that say some will come back to that Ute. As I collect the money, as now I carry the man for machine. We are gisting.
The man they flow with you now because the man they fear you this time. So now the man can't hold you now.
No, the man can't
shake the bag.
Shake the bag now come for.
Okay, so from there, how the man can't continue to go deliver the ransom?
Okay, because machine bike people did there. You know,
okay. Other people can't help him.
That's other village. Those village people can't help the man.
So where they can't carry you go from there?
They don't carry me go anywhere. They can't collect the money
from you.
Give to the man.
Okay.
They carry another bike from there. That's the same word when I tell the man. Now the bike man sits and I say, "Oh guy, you go pay me better money. Oh, but this one not be sure of all those kind of things." Now the man say, "No worry." Say, "Wahala no day." Now he can't enter bike. They carry the man go to that the place.
Somebody say he want go pay ransom 4 million. You your first collect 1 million. You think Anna for your own mind?
For my own mind, I know say it no say if the devil won't come, if the devil won't do something way bad for person, now so it be. For my life, I never do such a thing.
Okay, so how you can't feel now?
So I'm feeling bad because of my twin. I don't have children. For saying how when I see my life, I take it.
How many children do you have?
I have 3 kids. I have twins and 1 girl.
The Edo State Commissioner of Police Johnson Babatude Kokumo described the action of the commercial motorcyclist as mere wickedness.
There have been reported cases of kidnapping. They are being painstakingly looked into with a view to sniffing out the perpetrators wherever they hibernate.
The police, however, vowed to charge the suspect to court for armed robbery and threats to life. Well, that interview on the Commissioner of Police Edo State was actually done before his promotion to the rank of the Assistant Inspector General of Police. And then we want to say congratulations there to Johnson Babatude Kokumo on his elevation to the rank of the Assistant Inspector General of Police. We are told that he has since resumed his of the Force Operations Department at the Force Headquarters in Abuja. And then Edo State right now is actually waiting for a new Commissioner of Police. And then we also want to really say congratulations to the Deputy Commissioner of Police in charge of Criminal Investigation Department, talking of CID, who have also just been promoted to the rank of Commissioner of Police. And then we also say bye-bye too to the Deputy Commissioner of Police in charge of Operations, who have also been posted to Lagos. So Edo State right now, we're looking for new leadership as far as the police situation is concerned. But again, there is no lacuna, so nothing like vacuum. The command is still very much intact. Of course, the most senior person will start taking charge and giving all the necessary directives. And then all the officers of the various technical teams and then all the other areas, they are very much in charge. So the departments of the police command is still very much intact. So all the officers are still very much on ground. So no cause for alarm. As far as Edo State is concerned, the people of this state must continue to sleep with their two eyes closed. But before I round up, I want to make a very special appeal to all those fighters right now. In the name of intercourt war and intercourt clashes, we want to appeal to you all. We are all young guys and we are grown up. Amongst you, the president of this country, you have medical doctors, and then you have vice president, you have senate. All those who are in the senate today, all those who are who are governors today and everywhere, they will not be there forever. It must certainly get to our turn. So why are we killing ourselves? By the time we finish killing all the youth, who will not take charge tomorrow? So we appeal to you, please lay down your arms, and then let's resort to peace, let's resort to dialogue. Edo State, we want peace. And then everybody in this state will want peace. So stop the killing, stop the quarrel, and then let's embrace dialogue and peace. It's on this note, I'd like to say once again, Happy New Year to all our esteemed viewers who, of course, are watching this program for the first time in the year 2021. Thanks there to Ikponwosa, Ayewo, you have all been very wonderful. And then we also have Franca Ayewo, and then Sylvester Okwedo. I say thank you too. And Christopher Akime, thank you all. Of course, the general manager, Edo Broadcasting Service, Osage Asabo Esquire, is not left out. Let's have this program, same time, same station next week. My name hasn't changed, and I never hope it will change one day. I am Festus Alenkhe. It's good night from here.